Well, there could soon be a new requirement for all law enforcement and emergency vehicles when responding to a scene. State Representative Gary Chisholm is sponsoring a bill that would require all emergency vehicles to have lights flashing and sirens going whenever they're driving 30 miles per hour over the speed limit. Our Quentin Smith speaks with residents and law enforcement about this potential law. He joins us live in the studio with more.
Yes, Scott, this is called the Caitlin Kirsch Act. Now, you may remember, it was back in May when Kirsch died in an accident after the car she was riding in collided with the Mississippi Highway Patrol SUV. Residents tell me if this law goes into effect, they believe it'll help ensure safety on the roadways. This could soon be the sight and sound coming from all emergency vehicles when they have to drive 30 miles per hour over the speed limit when responding to a call.
In general, it is a good idea.
Columbus resident Thomas Longton says he's driven on the roadways before when an emergency vehicle came speeding by without any warning. He calls it a startling feeling.
Once I realize that it's probably an unmarked car or whatever, then I would try to, keep to the right as much as I could to not interfere. And it can be unsettling for sure.
That unsettling and unsafe feeling is why Longton says he's in favor of the Caitlin Kirsch Act that lawmakers are trying to pass.
Especially in finding that people have died as a result of them not being alert to the police coming and so on. This would help avoid further tragedy.
When we're trying to respond somewhere, you're not going to put other people at risk or danger by not having your lights on. I mean, that's something we face every day, so it's not going to change much with us.
Archie Williams is the captain of the Lowndes County Narcotics Task Force and says this measure isn't anything new with his department. He says they always put on their lights and sirens when going over the speed limit. However, the captain does admit there are a few circumstances that require them to drive a few miles over the speed limit.
Say a robbery in progress or a burglary in progress, that would be certain things like that would be the only way or reason that an officer may not have a siren activated or in sometimes lights activated, simply because you don't want the criminal to know you're coming.
This potential law also applies to unmarked cars. However, Williams says he doesn't think this move will interfere with their work on the Narcotics Task Force.
There's nothing wrong with having to do it. It's a safety issue, and it may have to change a little certain ways that our response is done, but I don't see a problem in it at all.
Now, if passed, this law would go into effect July 1st. Scott?
All right, thanks, Quentin.